Well, I thought it was better. I thought we had a good first period in the third game. Probably our best period of probably hockey in the three games. Second period was a bunch of penalties, so it was hard to take anything out of that period. We killed them all off, which was a good thing. And the third period, like I said, we didn't make any plays. It looked like we really lost energy in the third period and just tried to win 1-0. And we ended up, letting them tie it up late, and they won in a shootout. But I thought the intensity was up higher, competitiveness was better in the third game.
You guys have been so good at protecting leads in the third period. Is conditioning maybe a factor, or in the round robin, or no?
No, I don't think conditioning. I mean, if you look at, two of the games, it come down to the wire. The Colorado game was maybe not even any time left. They score. We get a late call and a penalty. I think there's just some, little bit of, wrong play at the wrong time with the penalty in the first game. We should have got out of that game 1-0, or it would have been tied 1-1. So, and in the third game, we did a good job of the 6-on-5. I thought, the first minute and a bit, we kept them outside, really didn't give them a whole lot. That shot came out, quite a ways out, but it was a hell of a shot. I don't know. I mean, we actually, did a pretty good job all around. But, if you want to just try to win 1-0, the chances are teams are going to tie things up on you. You got to try to go get that next goal. And that was the issue, I thought, in the last game. We didn't make any plays or try to get the second goal.
All right, guys, next up's Gray Wyszynski. Go ahead, Gray. Sorry, Gray, go ahead.
Hey, sorry about that. Hey, Craig, thanks. I was looking to get your evaluation of Vladdy's progress coming off the huge layoff, the injury rehab, what you saw from him in the round robin.
Well, he missed a game, but I thought the Dallas game, I thought he was a lot better, more competitive, had some opportunities to score, skated well. So I think, after a long layoff like he's had, and, the first game is the first game in the round robin, not, just okay, but I thought he got better in the third game, which is a good sign.
Thanks.
All right, next, Dan Rosen. Dan, go ahead.
Hey Craig, I'm curious, is now the fact that you guys know what you're playing for, is that enough for you to believe that you guys will raise your levels to the level it needs to be at?
Well, I'm hoping, I think our levels should be high. I think our guys understand that, this is what it's all about here now. And, but in the same time, there's things like that I saw in the round robin that I was not happy with. So, our execution's got to be a lot better. And, you can't just turn that on whenever you feel like it. So, there could be some things that we're still have to work out here going forward. But, I think our guys understand how to play in the playoffs, what you have to do to win. So that's a good sign, I think, for us. But, it's going to be an intense hockey game. Vancouver's a good team, and they're going to come at us with everything. And so we're going to have to be ready.
All right, Luke Korak. Luke, go ahead.
Craig, yesterday you had obviously talked about experience and hoping to be able to bank on that a little bit, obviously moving forward here. But is that especially true with your defensemen? I mean, you've got Scandella and Falk that are new to the group, obviously, and weren't there last year, but you've got a veteran group there and guys that went through it last year. Do you especially hope that those guys can bank on that experience and be able to be responsible in front of anything?
Well, that's a strong part of our team for sure, is our back end. And like you said, it's very experienced with veteran players back there and guys that have been around for a while and played in playoff games. All of them have. So, we rely on those guys a lot. That's kind of our backbone of our team, I believe, is our defense on, I'd say both sides of the puck. Our defense score, our defense create offense, but they defend. So we're going to look, we need them to be solid for sure. We need them to do the right things in our end, breaking pucks out, playing good defense, but also we need them to get the puck up the ice and you know, get opportunities in the offensive zone.
Okay, next up, Tom Timmerman. Tom, go ahead.
Craig, not to take away from the beauty and joy of the birth of Ivan Barbashev's child, but do you know what his situation is going forward here, how soon he'll be back?
Yeah, I think that the plan is he's coming back on the 14th, I believe, but, you know, I'm not going to sit here and, you know, say that's for sure. You know, he just had a child with his wife, so, you know, we'll see what happens, but that's the plan right now.
And practice today, everybody on hand and everything looking good?
Yeah, everybody was out there today.
Okay, next up, Jeremy Rutherford. Go ahead, JR.
You just kind of answered the question. Everybody was out there, but just want to ask you if Blaze skated and what's an update on him, if you have one.
He went out early on his own for a little bit. You know, still not ready. So tomorrow he's going to try again, and that's kind of like where he's at. It's kind of day to day right now, I'd say. You know, hopefully tomorrow he feels even better. He had a lot of improvement coming into today, so he wanted to try it, but he's still not ready. So we'll see tomorrow.
All right, next up is Jim Thomas. Go ahead, GT.
Greg, in the round robin, your shots allowed were a lot higher than usual, and your shots for were a lot lower. Are those two kind of interrelated just because of the lack of possession time?
Yeah.
On offense, you know, the more possession, the less shots they're going to get.
Well, for sure, but also it's defending too. We didn't defend hard enough or quick enough to close plays out. You know, we gave up too much, you know, and also the penalties don't help either. When you take 6 penalties a game or more, you know, they're going to get shots in the power play. But, you know, they go hand in hand. We didn't have the puck enough in the offensive zone, and we didn't look to attack enough either with the puck and get pucks to the net. And then on the other side of things, we're just too slow and not aggressive enough defensively to close plays out.
Okay, next up is Tom Timmerman. Go ahead, Tom.
Craig, from past years, you guys were no strangers to the dreaded 9:30 p.m. start. Is that one advantage, at least for the Mountain Time Zone? It's only an 8:30 start. The wait for the game is not as long as it would be.
Yeah, it's still a long day, but you know, again, you know, it's, you know, we've done it before, and you know, that's the way it is. So there's no sense complaining about it, or you just got to deal with it.
All right, guys, we'll do a few last questions here. Go ahead, JT.
Greg, it seems like you've been here forever. How excited are you and the team just to finally start the playoffs?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that just getting in a routine now every other day and even a back-to-back, just going to play games is going to be huge. It just seems like there's a lot of in-between time games, a lot of, you know, sitting around doing not a lot and, you know, practicing, and that gets old after a while. I think our guys are keyed up to play games and get going in this routine.